So we're going to do Fleetwood pound structure, which used to be, when I was a kid, Fleetwood Woolworths. That was where I bought my first camera. Which my parents didn't like. The reason my parents didn't like the first camera I bought was because, you know, such a 80s kid. The first camera I bought was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles camera. And where you took a picture, it would have an outline of a turtle waving hello. And my parents hated that because, you know, film was expensive to develop. So after the first roll of film, my father opened it up with a screwdriver and took the little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle out. So when the second roll of film came, there was no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle waving hello. And then weirdly, because of that, I don't think I ever developed another roll of film for the camera. Like I say, film was expensive. We weren't rich. So yeah, like I say, I literally shot 2 rolls of film. I think the film itself came free, but it was the development that cost a fortune. And yeah, I never really had anything other than kind of really basic cameras. Because, like I said, cameras were expensive to develop. It's the same thing that my parents got as kind of alarm clocks, so then we could get ourselves up in the morning. Only, you know, we'd set them at ridiculous times, and eventually my father would get fed up, open up the alarm clock, and he would eventually open up the alarm clock and just take out the buzzer, so I couldn't use it. You couldn't use it as a they were radio alarm clocks, so you couldn't use the radio, you couldn't use the alarm clock. Like I say, it's their fault, because they decided that would be a good Christmas present for some of the kind of pre-teens. I don't know what they were thinking. They were my parents, not, you know. But, you know, it has the same sort of vibes as a story of ruining a child's camera they loved. And that's what my parents were like. They would do that rather than, talk to us, educate us on what was appropriate, what was about the use of alarm clocks. That's what the crap I talk to my kids about. They just never did. My father's not neurotypical though. He's very autistic spectrum, so but yeah, as a kid, loved Woolworths. Always. And incidentally, my most embarrassing story about trying to go to Alton Towers. This is as far as I got to this Woolies here, which, as a kid, felt like you'd gone a distance. In reality, it's like a 2-minute walk for me nowadays. I was young and naive, and as a kid. The problem is I'd gone to Alton Towers with my grandparents to visit my aunt and uncle who were working there. And I must have slept through most of it because I was convinced it wasn't that far away. But if I'd slept, it was on a bag of cement in the back of a Land Rover bouncing around down the motorway. So yeah, I would have slept. Because I don't remember how far it was, so the fact it took hours and hours to get there. We went when it was dark. We got there when it was dark. Like I say, a lot of stories from my childhood could have been prevented if anyone ever talked to children, explained things to them. But, parents, talk to your children. Actually talk to them. Like my parents. It's like on the particular day that I tried to do it, my grandmother was coming to town. She lived in East Lancashire. She was coming with my aunt, and at no point did anyone tell her she was coming. I was in the doghouse all day and stayed in my bedroom and don't think I saw her that day because, like I say, I was in the absolute doghouse and hid under my bed and refused to come out because we got caught, not by, he got caught by one of my mum's friends who knew that, there's no way she'd let us be down by crossing over the road down by Woolworths. I don't think my kids would ever try. They're not that interested. Wish my phone wouldn't ping. So annoying. I know I could just turn it off, but I need the sound on in case my son's school calls, because like I said before, it's type 1 diabetic and I have to be contactable all the time. That's my next job after this. I got behind with posting videos, so I've put up a bunch. I've been ahead. Obviously, as I'm sure you notice, they're still going out every day. It's just some days they don't go out at the time they're supposed to go out because I've not pre-uploaded. And generally, it's from the day that I've been too tired to do it, which is just not entirely sure what I'm going to do about that. I would like to not do it, but you know, when you've promised you have to. But it's when they start being funny with you that puts me off. So they've been funny with me about 2 weekends in October, which I said I can't do because I don't have childcare. Which, you know, I don't. Oh, we have to swap for a different day in the week. I can't swap for a different day in the week because I don't have. At the moment, I've still got one off school. So they keep trying to get me to go in and do a second day. And I don't want to do a second day. I've got enough to do here that I don't have time to go sit in a shop for free and remain open all day. I mean, you know, like I said, if it was in my own studio, it's not a problem because I can just, you know, stick a sign out on the road, we are open. Sorry, there's a beard hair stuck in my nib. Especially when it's like an hour travel there and an hour travel back, and I need to be around kind of beginning and end of the day. Like I said, it's fine for people because they drive and I don't. So if you don't drive, and I don't live as close as them, so the person I have most contact with who are visually organised or she lives like right across, just across a bridge over the river. Whereas for me, like I say, it's an hour each way. And minimum hour each way. I just don't want to do it. It's a lot of effort for as little as I earned last month. Follow me at LinkedIn. Yeah. I earned so very little last month that, you know, it's not worth it for me to kind of go multiple days. And the thing is, they'll try and change the arrangements, so I'll be worse off because of it. I'll have to check that this morning. So I have put out posts online on Facebook, you know, saying, you know, blah blah blah, for patters who are interested, because I don't know if they want non-patters, because although we're moving into a much bigger unit, it doesn't have a lot of wall space, so these are windows. These are, well, they are windows, they're just bricked up. I don't remember them ever being windows. Do you think that's an Asda in the background? I'm not quite sure. I have slightly exaggerated the Asda sign, but not by that much. Yeah. And like, it's the rear of the building, and the size is huge. And obviously, it's almost neon green. There's no hiding what sort of building it is. and it's all moisture. Can you tell? But yeah, there's should talk shop. Oh, it just irritates me. I do not like working here. I think part of the problem, for me at least, is the whole thing induces anxiety. And the only time I'm not anxious is when I'm working. The only time I can really work is when I know no one's going to come in and look at me. Otherwise I'm just playing around. At times the shop feels like, rather than an opportunity for me to earn some extra money a lot of the time, what it in fact feels like is that I'm working for someone else's shop and then they're just not paying me for my time for being there. So it feels like, I'm working there to earn someone else money. Anyway, I should stop moaning about that, stop talking about that, just focus on painting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.